In Surry, Virginia, Sam Edwards has taken his family techniques and applied them to Berkshire pigs. They are raised on peanuts, and the result is a cured ham they call Surryano that has exceptional flavor.
Sam, thank you for having us. I have used your ham actually when I was working for Jean-Louis Paladin in Washington, D.C.
Right.
And it was the first time I tasted great ham like that in America. What is the history of your company here and making ham?
My grandfather started the business in the 20s. He was...
in the 20s?
Yes. My great-grandfather, his father-in-law, actually started the ferries that run between Scotland Wharf or Surry County to Jamestown Island. And Colonial Williamsburg was just getting started, so it was a lot of tourists. And my grandfather, to make extra money, decided to sell ham sandwiches from hams that he cured on the farm when he was in his early 20s. And from there, people wanted to know how to buy the whole ham.
Where to find the ham?
Before there was refrigeration, they had to learn how to preserve meat to eat year-round. So it was more a means of survival versus you're making it because it tastes that way. What made it famous originally was the hogs were raised or finished on peanuts.
Today you still give peanuts to the hogs or not?
The conscious efforts on our part to peanut feed them was something, again, harking back to what my ancestors used to use, trying to get that flavor profile that they had in those days. This is our Surryano ham, which we started focusing on in the last couple of years.
So you call it Surryano. Is it like because of the Serrano ham in Spain?
Right. It started as tongue-in-cheek. It kind of stuck.
It's really nice because he has a little bit of smokiness, right? It's cured, obviously.
Yes,
and then you smoke it a little bit?
We use hickory wood. We stuck with hickory wood because it's what's relatively bountiful in this area, and we think it imparts the right flavor.
But it gives a great flavor to the ham. Like it's lightly smoked, not overwhelming, and you have obviously the delicious flavor of the cured prosciutto ham.
Right. There are hams from Italy, Spain, China,
France,
Germany, France. We're all using the similar processes.
I'm pretty excited to go visit what you are doing in the back.
Good. I look forward to taking you through it.
I follow you.
The Edwards family has their curing operation behind the roadside storefront, where thousands of hams are curing in various stages.
These are the pork bellies on the right,
Oh,
just
yes,
coming out of
for sure.
cure. The Surryano hams.
Oh, that's the famous one.
This is the deboning process.
So it's deboned by hand?
Correct. The next room we're going to go to is the ham salting room, where we actually put fresh hams that come in and cure. All right, Eric, we're going to have these guys take a break, and you're going to get a chance to start learning how to salt hams.
Oh, I love to.
Eric, normally when we bring fresh hams in, and we'll start this process of salting.
So what are you supposed to do, like put more salt on it?
What I like to see happen is you take that old salt,
and you rub it like this.
Rub it in, rub that butt in good. You pack that in there.
So you have to make sure you go all over.
Right, and then right before you hand it to the next guy, you pick it up and hand it like
and
that.
And then he's
he
putting
lays
it
on
there.
the pallet.
Okay, so you're rubbing,
Yep.
and here. Am I fast enough?
You like to rub that in.
You really have to
rub it
massage
in.
the ham, right?
Yeah. Make sure that hock has plenty packed in.
Right here. How many more hams like that do we have in this room?
This
Because this is a lot of hams.
Yeah, this is roughly 2,500, 3,000 pieces.
So we have to do all those hams?
Sure, yeah. Pick it up. Come on, let's go.
I tell you one thing, I'm much more comfortable in my kitchen cooking. I'm gonna let you do it. I think you're much better than I am. Thank you.
In this room, we keep our Surryano hams separated from the rest because they go through a much longer aging process.
So those ones are how old are they?
These are about a year now.
About a year now.
But we like to keep them until they're 18 months.
But you smoke them. Those ones are smoked because they look so beautiful. It smells smoky too, but not too strong. It's very light and. Actually, I love to touch it. Can we take a piece and slice?
Sure. Pick one.
This one looks good. I can't wait to slice the ham.
My suggestion here is
to go like that.
Go from here
to here.
Right
That's much, huh?
That's going to be a big hump.
So I'm attacking here.
Right. There
Oh,
you
it's
go.
not actually.
Right. Once you get through the skin, it's fine.
It's like butter. Let me try. So this one is 1 year.
right. It's
but-
just under a year, actually. So you'll probably be able to tell a little bit of difference between that and an 18-month.
It has a bit less flavor,
Right.
less intensity, a little bit more moisture. And then you have that huge amount of fat. It's fantastic, and it's considered in many cultures a delicacy. But this one has a nice marbling. I see it here all over.
Yes, it's very important for a dry cured ham. And we like to use the Berkshire, breed-specific Berkshire hog. As you can see on this
Right
particular
here,
lot.
Berkshire, yes.
We literally have to go across the country now to find farmers from Virginia to Missouri to Iowa that will raise these animals the way we like to see them. Humanely handled, pasture-raised is important.
Yes. But always Berkshire.
Well, for
the-
this Surryano
for the
ham,
Surryano
that's,
ham,
that's
yes.
right. That's what we're trying to do. I'd like to take you to a farm to show you
Yes.
how we raise them.
I love to see that.
All right.
Seeing the ham go through the curing and maturing process was really exciting. But I was curious to see how the animals were being raised and to learn about the diet that lent to such a rich and distinguished flavor. Sam drove me out to meet the pigs at Leaping Waters Farm in Roanoke, Virginia.
Hey, Alec.
How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
This is Eric,
Thanks for
right
coming
here.
Hi, Alec.
Hi,
How are you?
Alec Bradford. Nice to meet you. Welcome
Nice
to our
to meet you.
farm.
Thank you.
This is Leaping Waters Farm.
You're basically reinventing agriculture in the US?
Or
it has
or
never
going
really
back to what it
disappeared.
once was, more like this is more like what my grandfather would have done. You know, when he had a farm that he ran up until the 1980s, but up until the rise of really industrialized agriculture, which would have been the mid 50s. This is the way he raised his pigs.
It's incredible. They're very friendly and very vocal about welcoming us. They seem to be very happy. Sam, you work with Alec for how long now?
Well, we're just
Doing
about
hammers.
a year ago is when I first connected.
That's
with him.
right.
But when I came out to the farm, I mean, I liked what he was doing, how the animals are treated, and the low impact on the environment, which is
It's important. of
which is
course.
important. So, Alec and other farmers, small farmers like him, are who we're looking for.
So you
We just need
basically-
more of them.
Oh, hello.
They do have good farmers. There's probably 20 or 30 other farmers in maybe an hour and a half's drive from here that can also produce these pigs. And if you get enough of those small farmers who have enough sustainable farms, who have enough, then Sam's got
Sam
supply.
can-
We can supply a lot more people than just one giant longhouse that has 4,000 pigs in it. We can do the exact same numbers with much less
with a
work.
good product.
With a better
with a
product.
tasty product.
Yeah.
So how do you make the difference in between the blacks and what you call
Blacks and the
Berkshire?
Berkshires are the
Yeah.
5-spot Berkshires. Aside from the fact that the blacks, of course, have those long ears, they have 5 spots. They usually have a spot on the face or on the tip of the nose,
Oh, really?
and on the hooves. We
If
could
you
hose
want
them off actually,
Okay. Oh yeah, I would love to see that.
and then you can see the spots a little better.
So it's shower time, huh?
It's shower time.
Oh my God, he's so happy. So he has one dot on top of his eye, right?
Yeah, he's got the one spot right there on his face.
Yes.
You can see his hooves are actually white.
Wow, he loves it. It's like showing his face.
These pigs, they'll get to go up into the woods.
Whenever they want, because I see
Whenever
the
they
door
want,
is
yeah,
open.
that gate's wide open. They have about 5 acres into the hollow they can go and eat on forage. They like to eat roses and shrubs, and of course in the fall there's all sorts of different acorns that they'll eat.
That
and
falls
that'll
on,
add,
and it's part of their diet.
it's a very important part of their diet, and it'll add quite a bit to the flavor profile of the pigs as well.
So you know, depending on what you feed your pigs, what the product is going to become.
Typically, we have different factors that we have to deal with, and since these pigs are outdoor pasture-raised animals, we
So you
have
deal with
cycles they
nature
go
too.
through.
You basically working with nature, but at the same time adjusting and maybe at times fighting
Nature.
fighting
Yeah, it's
nature
working
to-
with and working against.
to
depend-
do
yeah,
something consistent for him.
Now, again, we're trying to get it consistent, but that's one
course.
of the things that's difficult to do on these individual farms like this.
Because they are not robots,
Right.
they are animals.
We're
and
not-
You're dealing with the natural environment. And,
That's right.
And it's not a laboratory.
Right. Right. That's one of the things you give up when you go from conventional raised pork, which tries to stamp up the same pig every time.
Well, they try to clone.
Clone, exactly.
Yes.
Well, clone.
Well, they don't try, they actually succeed.
Right.
It's true today. It's true today.
Well, what is interesting, I think it's the relationship between you and Alec and myself is that we have to have passion and respect, knowledge, obviously, so we know what we're doing. And then when we combine all those elements together, we create not a good product, a great product that we enjoy. And at the same time, we are creating sustainability, pleasure around us, lifestyle.
That's the goal.
It's really, I think, the magic triangle. Respect, passion, and knowledge.
Très bien.
C'était bon.